welcome to MandoBug Crafts, episode 3! I'm still recording! If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, check it out, I got makeup on today. So this is called MandoBug Crafts because I do a lot of crafts, and I consider makeup a craft. Maybe it's more of an art, I don't know. But I don't normally have time okay, I have time. I'm lazy. I don't normally feel like putting on makeup some days, and then some days I do. And lately I've been watching Face Off, so I'm in the I want to wear makeup mood. So check it out. Oh, and yeah, these are my real eyelashes. You can tell because what you just saw, they're not evenly spaced and full, and yeah, they're natural. But I am lucky that they are as long as they are because it's probably my favorite feature about my face. Okay, so that aside, MandoBug Crafts, new viewers. I do talk about crafts. I'm getting to them. So I want to start with something I've learned, and that is last week I talked about the KnitPicks order that I had made. I thought they made a mistake, and it turns out they did not. So I called the customer service and I told them, hey, I ordered these 24-inch circulars and the cable is only 16 inches. And the lady kindly told me on the phone, after I didn't have to wait for very long, which was nice, that their cables, even though they're sold separately in the interchangeable sets, are measured from needle tip to needle tip. So after I put my needle tips on the cable and measured them, it's 24 inches. But I'd like to show you what that looks like. So here's my 24-inch circular cable. The actual cable itself is only 16 inches, and I was not expecting that, and I'm pretty sure the pattern I'm using it for wants the cable to be 24 inches and not 24 inches from tip to tip. So I thought I would share that because I didn't know that, and I don't think other brands measure their circulars that way. Maybe the interchangeable, but the fixed circulars I have bought before, and I'm pretty sure the number is included in the cable size. I may be wrong on that. I'm new to knitting, I'm new to all this, so some of you out there are probably like, oh, I knew that, what a newbie. I am a newbie, so for those of you that don't know, I hope this helps you. I had to purchase another order with the desired length. I think I ordered 32 inches, and then you add 4 inch for each needle tip, so plus 8. So from tip to tip it'll be 40 inches. Or maybe that's what I ordered, was 40 inches, and then the cable will be 32. Whatever it is, when you see the interchangeable cable number, you subtract 8 inches. For KnitPicks, at least. So I went through that. I know it was part of my enabling last week, and I do enjoy these needles. I borrowed Knitwhim, my friend, of course. I borrowed her longer cables for the project I needed them on, and I do enjoy the join's nice, the needles, I like the nickel-plated tips. I'm sure a lot of you out there are KnitPicks lovers already, so you didn't need to hear it from me to enjoy it, but I'm just saying I like them too. And maybe there's a few crocheters that watch and don't know anything about knitting needles, so KnitPicks. I like their interchangeable needles so far. So, work in progresses. I've started a lot this week. I started my mystery knit along, which is my first time attempting lace. The pattern is called Los Lirios, and I don't speak Spanish, so I probably totally Americanized, accented that. Okay, that's not even correct English. Do I even speak English? I don't know. So clue number 1 went well. It was released at the beginning of September. Clue number 2 just came out, and as I was working on it, I dropped a stitch, and I'm really confused. So I've stopped. Spoiler alert! since this is a mystery knit along, if anyone else is participating in Los Lirios by Alabrigo and you have not completed Clue 1, fast forward, because I'm about to show you my progress. Clue 2 is already out, but I had to stop because I dropped a stitch, tried to pick it up and fix it, and Knitwhim's going to help me with that later this week because I couldn't do it. But, so fast forward if you haven't seen this yet. If not, here it is. I'm using Cascade yarns, alpaca lace, in the flax colorway. Let's see if we can autofocus this bad boy. I'm enjoying it. I'm using US 6s, which is the recommended size, and I think my gauge is a little bit bigger than hers, but I do like the way that it's turning out, but I can't make progress until I tink back this last row and have Knitwhim help me pick up what I dropped, because there were make ones in the rows before that, and I'm gonna mess this up. So, not a good idea, future knitters, to attempt lace as a mystery the first time around. Oops. But I am enjoying it anyways. So I've been working on that. That's on pause. Then, because I was upset that I couldn't work on the lace and I'm really trying to advance my knitting skills, I cast on another lace shawl. Why do I do this to myself? I had bought this yarn not that long ago because Joann's was having a giant sale, and I'm a sucker for sales. And I'm a sucker for Joann's, so I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of big box stores, but I don't live that close to a local yarn store. My nearest yarn store, local yarn store, is 45 minutes away. That's a long drive, especially after work, or, you know, and there's two actually 45 minutes away within 5 minutes of each other, and one of them just closed down, unfortunately. And I never even got to get there before she went out of business. It's kind of sad. Well, she said she retired. I guess there is a difference between retiring and going out of business, but regardless, I still didn't get to go, and I'm upset about that. When she was closing up her shop, her hours were only during the times that I worked, so especially because she was having like 75% off everything in her store, and I don't even want to think about it because I'm gonna get upset again. But this yarn is Bernat Mosaic in the Aura colorway. I just love the colors that they used for this, so I picked up 2 skeins having no idea what I was going to do with it, and I found a free shawl pattern. It's the Lonely Tree Shawl, yes, by Sylvia, on Ravelry, and of course I'll link everything in my show notes. And it's in worsted weight, so in this Bernat Mosaic is classified as a worsted weight, but it's single ply, I believe, and it's a lot like hand spun knitting, and it's a lot like my first hand spun knitting. It's some places it's really thick and underspun, and in other places it's thin and overspun, and as I'm working with it, it curls up on itself. I'll see if I can show you. See, it does that. Well, it didn't recurl up on it, but as I'm knitting with it, it does. It curls up and kind of tangles, and I have to untangle it. But I'm not minding it too much. I'm knitting this on US size 9s, which I think is the recommended size. I don't remember. But I'm liking the way it's turning out. I haven't gotten very far, only a little over halfway through chart A. There's 3 charts in this pattern, and it's a whole, whoa. It's a whole bunch of leaves. Let's see if I can stretch it out so you can see. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot simpler than the mystery knit along I'm doing right now. So it makes me feel like I'm more than just a beginner knitter. So I'm enjoying it. And I plan on wearing it because it is worsted weight. I mean, it's thick. This is going to be heavy and so warm. I plan on wearing it kind of tied backwards around my neck as like a scarf, big and bulky and colorful over most of the dark colors that I wear. If you haven't noticed already, I wear a lot of blacks and grays and sometimes orange because it's my favorite color, but normally I'm in some natural colored dark tones. So I have a feeling when I finish this it will really pop when I wear it. So crochet, work in progress. I've been working on the Fibi doll. So here is the big old body. I told you this guy was going to be huge. So I can't even fit him all in the frame. Here, if I lean back. His little feet are down here, and his body is really tall and gets skinny. And let me just say, I love the shaping in this pattern. Sometimes with crochet patterns, they'll be really round or blocky looking, and this one definitely is worth the price. It's got the best. Okay, I'm at a loss for English here. This is not my day to speak English. The shaping is, the designer made brilliant decisions with the shaping of this pattern. There we go. Can I get a gold star for that? I feel like I deserve a gold star for that one. But I finished the body. The feet, the 2 feet are made separately, connected, and then you join the body together around the feet. And then I also finished the head. Oh, it's so cute! Oh, I love this doll. I finished the head and the hood. See, the head comes out of the hood. Oh, now it's bald. That's creepy. It's cracking me up. I mean, it's creepy on its own, but this will be really cute when it's all done together. I'm enjoying working on it. The size is huge, but I think the intended recipient will like it, I hope. And I've already said in the past, they can give it back to me if they don't like it, because I really like this guy, and I'm probably going to crochet it a lot of times. In worsted weight again, because the size is what makes it fun. So I'm probably over halfway done with that guy. Need to have him done by next weekend. Pretty sure that it will be done by next weekend. And so I'm also working on spinning the same kettle dyed orange Cheviot that I showed you last week. I'm not much further into it, so I'm not going to show that to you again, because you're like, okay, I've seen that twice now. It looks the same every time. So I'll just let you know I've been working on it, and we'll call that good. So for the next segment, finished objects, I only have one. And that is the baby ripple blanket that I've shown to you before. I finally got all the ends weaved in. Woohoo! Go me! And it totally took more than 30 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking. There were way more ends than I had realized. So here it is all folded up. Last episode I showed it to you in full. So I'm not going to unfold it because I folded it a super special way so I can wrap it in a ribbon and put a bow on it so it's super cute for the recipient. But I did finish the blanket. Woo! Blankets are always like, it feels good to finish them because I have so many that I haven't finished. Some I started over a year ago, if not longer. Okay, that's a baby size, but still, doesn't matter. It's nice to finish a blanket. So my next segment, enabling. So this was pretty cool. I know a lot of you are probably like, okay, you call your show MandoBug Crafts, but you basically crochet and knit and that's it. No. I'm really hooked on knitting because I'm new to it and I love crochet because it's one of the first crafts I've ever learned. But I do other things too, and this will be an example of it. I have to add photos to my blog for you to see what I've done because it's attached to my husband's motorcycle. So I'll put photos on my blog, but this morning we received this vinyl that we had ordered off eBay. So the person you're looking for on eBay is 2010 Top Fashions. And they sell, let's see, I'll tell you exactly what it's called, so if you're interested, you know exactly what to look for. They called it 4D Carbon Fiber Bubble-Free Vinyl Wrap. It's water resistant, and it's, like it says, bubble-free when you apply it. And it even stretches. You can stretch it without it losing too much of its thickness to go around curves and bumps. You can use this vinyl for anything. We used it for his motorcycle because you can apply it and remove it, and it doesn't leave any sticky adhesive behind. So it's great for using on cars. You can use it inside, outside. They even showed people using it on their phones, their iPad, for an iPad cover, laptop cover. I mean, the uses of this are practically endless. So we ordered, I'll show you a small square of what we had. It's their green, and this is what it looks like. We'll autofocus it so you can get a nice clear view of how it shines and has its 3D effect. So this morning I traced out a couple designs and cut them out with my X-Acto knife for his motorcycle, and they turned out lovely. One of the designs he wanted was KCCO, which stands for Keep Calm Chive On. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of thechive.com, but it's like a photo sharing website, and it has a whole bunch of different categories. One of them that I enjoy is called Cat Saturday, and they put up a whole bunch of cute cat pictures. The website primarily has like a whole bunch of almost naked girls in it, and I'm not a big fan of that, but the chive part, they do a lot of they call themselves chivers, and people who notice other chivers do random acts of kindness, and there's also a photo group for that, and that's really cool. It's one of those things that kind of warms your heart, and you're like, oh, it's like, oh, this guy noticed I'm a fellow chiver and paid my tab off at a bar, or, you know, random stuff like that. So that's really nice to see. I'm not a fan of all the almost naked girls on there. I don't know why they do that. But I'll share the pictures. Like I said, here's a cutout, leftover cutout, because I'm saving all the scraps of the Jordan symbol that he wanted. And I just traced that off the top of his shoebox and cut out a template and then traced that onto the vinyl. A note, if you are going to do something similar to that on the vinyl, make sure on the back side there's like a chart so you can get your sizing right. Make sure you trace it backwards on the back so that it shows up the right way on the front. I did do the K for his KCCO backwards on accident the first time, so I did waste a little bit of the vinyl, but the vinyl came in a 5 by 2 feet square sheet, and it was only $15, free shipping. It does come from China, so it takes a very long time to get to your house, but I think it's worth the price. You can decorate endlessly with it, and it's really high quality vinyl. I bought some cheaper vinyl from Joann's, and this stuff completely surpasses it, and I think it might have actually been cheaper. So if you're interested in decorating your car or phone or laptop, check them out. 2010 Top Fashions on eBay. They have a handful of colors, and I think they have more. You just have to ask them for a custom order. So that's it for enabling. For upcoming events. So I'd like to hit, this is actually today it's a current event. Today started the Cute Critter Wars on the Nerd Wars group on Ravelry. So I just learned about Nerd Wars not too long ago, and Tournament 8 just ended, and they have, for the month of September, their fun times, and this month it's the Cute Critter War, the Cute Critters War, episode 3. So I'm assuming they did this in the past twice. So Knitwhim and I have created a little team called Team Pumpkin Spice, and everyone is welcome to join us. All you have to do is when you share your projects on the thread, just say you're affiliated with our team. That's all you gotta do. No signups, no hassles, no nothing. But what our goal is to make as many pumpkins as we can for the month of September. And that counts towards the decoy squad for the cute critters. So the way they do it is different sizes of stuffed toys count for different squads or infantry or whatever. I don't remember all the names of the titles, but depending on the size and what kind of stuffed item you make, it falls into a category. And the decoy squad is inanimate objects that are stuffed, which is what the pumpkins fall under. And there's prizes, well, and I'm not sure if they're prizes, more or less badges awarded to people who make the most in different categories. And I don't know, go to the Nerd Wars group, join them, check it out. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it, making a whole bunch of pumpkins. I'm super excited. And if you are thinking about it but going, I don't know what I would do with all these pumpkins that I would like to make, I would like to share with you something I made a couple years ago. And it's got thread hanging on it. I used this pumpkin that I made as a pin cushion, and you can see all my pins in it from sewing projects. As I'm taking the pins out, as I'm sewing whatever my project is, I just throw them on my pin cushion. So I had originally made this guy for a fall wreath that I was making, and I didn't like it in the wreath. I did love this pumpkin. So you can use them for pin cushions. I think I'm going to strand mine on a really long garland and hang it in my kitchen because my kitchen is pumpkin themed. I know, I'm pumpkin queen crazy, so you don't have to be like that, but I mean, I'm sure it would make a cute seasonal decoration in your house for just fall time if you're not as pumpkin crazy as I am. But join us. That's really what I'm after. It's just the two of us, and we will be happy if it's just the two of us, but we would love more people to join us, of course. The bigger, the better, the more, the merrier, all those other cliche sayings. So, and the other upcoming event is the Georgia Alpaca. Really? This really isn't my day for English. You know, I warned you already, so you can't be mad at me. The Georgia Alpaca Fiber Fest. That is next weekend. I think it's Friday through Sunday in Pine Mountain, Georgia. And I've never been before. This will be my first year going. But from what I've read, it's a bunch of local alpaca farms in the area get together and hold this festival. And I'm probably going to come back with some fiber to spin or some skeins of alpaca yarn because I'm super excited. I'm learning about the luxurious side, and this Cascade Yarns alpaca that I've been knitting the mystery cowl with is soft and warm and beautiful, so I'm really excited about that. So I believe that's everything that I wanted to talk about, and so I will see you next episode. Okay.